Welcome to the second video in this series. Investment education is critical for your knowledge and the way the process of purchasing a portfolio works. If you want to achieve your goals and dreams, you are the captain of your destiny. Mirren and the supporting staff members are your team. You cannot be a captain of the team if you do not understand how each player and team member contributes to the overall strategy and the overall game. You have to know where everybody contributes and to avoid any miscommunication between team members. The processes that you'll learn with us, you can repeat over and over and over again with every property you purchase. When creating a property portfolio, the first feature we have to focus on is the finance. You have to understand the way the banks look at lending money to investors, how they calculate the amount they'll lend you, and the processes that the bank needs you to go through to get approval on a loan. The second part when purchasing investment property is also to understand the tax angle. Investment properties carry with it a large amount of tax benefits. Location of the investment property helps you with capital growth. At the end of the day, it is the land and the location of the land that gives you capital growth. This is where a lot of our clients get confused. The building gives you your tax benefits and income from the tenant, and the land location gives you your capital growth. One of the aspects that a lot of people are missing is the risk management of investment property. A lot of people think if they manage the property themselves, they will manage it better. Nowadays, legislation, compliance, and the law is very strict with tenants and landlords. You do need a professional to help you manage this process, manage the clients, and manage the tenants. We have to insure your property, make sure that the insurance covers for any eventuality. The tenants do most of the damages on properties, therefore landlord protection insurance is really key. Your property manager will screen the non-desirable tenants away and focus on quality tenants that will look after your property. The key thing to remember with risk management, you want to insure your asset and you want to insure your income. The aim of your portfolio is to be set and forget. You need a team to help support you. One of the most important aspects of investment education is understanding the role of the mortgage broker. You have to understand how the banks make their money, how they charge interest, and how they set up the terms and conditions. You have to position yourself where these work to your benefit and not to the bank's benefit. The banks are in the business of making money, and the way they make money off people purchasing property is through charging interest. Not just charging interest, but also keeping you in debt for as long as possible. This is called compound interest. At Mirren, our focus is to get the lowest interest rate and to pay off your debt as quickly as possible. The way the banks charge interest is actually on a daily basis. Every day the bank will calculate your debt level and then multiply that with the daily interest rate and then charge you the bill at the end of the month. So this is where we can help you position yourself and your cash flow to reduce the amount of interest you pay to the bank. Same loan, different result. The banks love to get you distracted. They will diversify your attention to other accounts, loans, credit cards, and distract your focus off the home loan. Our goal at Mirren is to get you to focus all your cash flow on paying down the loan first and foremost. A lesser known fact with banks and lenders is understanding the terms and conditions that the loan agreement has. Sometimes the lender will offer you a product that might look cheaper on the interest rate side. However, the terms and conditions restrict you from paying off your debt faster, redrawing the funds, or redirecting the funds for future investment purposes. So our main focus is to make sure you get the right terms and conditions and get the lowest interest rate. Most investors understand negative gearing, but the main part about your tax benefits on investment properties is understanding there are two types of tax benefits you get from an investment property. The first one is what we refer to as running expenses, where you claim the mortgage repayments, council rates, all your fees and charges, and any expenses you have on investment. The second part of your tax benefits is depreciation. You get depreciations over 40 years, 7 years, 9 years, 5 years. The important part is to understand the breakdown and the value of these tax benefits. When you purchase a new property, you will have about $90,000 to $120,000 more tax benefits than a second-hand property, even if it's only second-hand for one day. With property, the land is very important. The aim here is to find the best property closest to all the amenities that your tenant would require: public transport, employment, schools, recreation. You also want to make sure you are not close to any negatives like power lines, sewage farms, flood zones. So the location of the property is critical. The second part is the building component, which is the building that your tenant wants to rent. A tenant does not want to rent a fibro place. They want a new house, a beautiful kitchen, awesome bathrooms, and cost-effective by energy, water, and lifestyle. The key thing to remember is you want the biggest building on the smallest block of land in the best location. Purchasing investment properties and creating property portfolios is a time journey. This is where your why is really important to keep you focused on the outcome. Along the journey, life will throw curveballs. You will get distracted, things will happen, accidents, job changes, illnesses. Our job at Mirren is to always keep you focused on the outcome so that you can achieve the goal that you want in the shortest time frame. This is the end of investment education. Please keep this video handy so that you can review it from time to time. And every time we have our meeting, you will have a better, more deeper and clearer understandings of all the points I've just spoken about. And this will help you understand why we make certain decisions. We suggest certain strategies and steps to be implemented to achieve your goal.